Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your buddy, and this is your go-to forecast for the week of December 8th to December 14th, 2025. This week, right here in the heart of Minnesota's ice belt, is shaping up to be a textbook example of early winter fishing. We've got a dramatic weather shift coming that's going to turn the bite on its head. I'm talking about a transition from a stable, predictable bite to a full-on pre-storm feeding frenzy, followed by some seriously challenging post-frontal conditions. If you play your cards right, you could have one of the best days of the season. So grab a hot coffee, and let's break down how you can get on the fish this week. First up, let's talk walleye. These guys are the kings of the early ice period. At the start of the week, I want you to focus on classic structural elements. Think underwater points, sharp drop-offs, and sunken humps, primarily in that 15 to 30 foot depth range. With the stable high pressure we'll have on Monday and Tuesday, the walleyes will be holding tight to these spots. My go-to setup will be a 1-2 punch, an aggressive jigging spoon like a classic buckshot rattle spoon on one rod to call them in, and a live minnow under a slip bobber on the second rod just a foot off the bottom. That's a little trick that often convinces the more hesitant fish. Now pay close attention, because the real magic for walleye will happen on Tuesday night and into Wednesday. The forecast calls for a major weather system to start rolling in, and that dropping barometer is the dinner bell. This is when the fish go on a major chew before the storm hits. Be ready for an aggressive bite right before sundown on Wednesday. Next, let's get into panfish, specifically our beloved crappies and bluegills. This time of year, they school up in big numbers, and when you find one, you've usually found the whole neighborhood. I'd be looking in the deeper basins of the lakes, those 20 to 40 foot holes. Unlike walleye, these guys will often be suspended, maybe 10 to 15 feet off the bottom. This is where your electronics are absolutely not just a recommendation, they are essential. You've got to find those suspended schools. For tackle, think small, tiny tungsten jigs in the 1/32 ounce size, tipped with a single wax worm or a subtle plastic, will be the ticket. On the clear, high-pressure days early in the week, you'll need to be stealthy. But the best time for crappies could be during the snowy, overcast conditions on Tuesday and Wednesday. That low light gets them roaming and feeding actively throughout the day, not just at dawn and dusk. All right, let's get into the why behind all this, the conditions analysis. The weather is the big story this week. We're starting with high pressure, cold temperatures, and sunshine for Monday. This makes for stable, but sometimes finicky, fishing. Then, starting Tuesday, a major snow system is predicted to move in. We're talking a 75% chance of a heavy snowstorm on Tuesday. That means falling atmospheric pressure, which is a huge trigger for fish to feed heavily. After the storm passes around Thursday or Friday, we're going to see those classic post-frontal conditions, clear, bluebird skies, and a spike in barometric pressure. This combination often gives the fish a hangover, making them very tough to catch. As for water temperature, under the ice it's a stable environment, holding steady at around 39 degrees Fahrenheit. This means the fish's metabolism is slow and steady, so they won't move far for a meal, but they will eat. The moon phase is also a factor to consider. We are coming off a full moon from December 4th and heading into a third quarter moon on December 11th. Many old-timers believe the days surrounding quarter moons offer a steady, average bite, which lines up perfectly with the weather pattern we are seeing. So let's put it all together in a day-by-day forecast. Remember, friends, this is my best analysis based on the data, but fishing is fishing. On Monday, the 8th of December, I'm calling for a good day of fishing. The weather will be stable with temperatures between 16 and 19 degrees. Fish will be holding on predictable structures. It's a great day to put in the work and find your spots for the week. Tuesday, the 9th of December, will be an excellent day, probably the best of the week. The heavy snow is forecast to begin, with a 75% chance of precipitation. That dropping pressure ahead of the storm should trigger a fantastic bite, especially for walleye in the evening. Wednesday, the 10th of December, gets a good rating. Snow showers are still likely in the forecast, and the fish should still be in a feeding mood. Temperatures will be between -1 and 14 degrees. This is another great day to be on the ice if you can handle the weather. Thursday, the 11th of December, is going to be tricky. The storm will have passed, leaving behind cloudy skies and colder temperatures, somewhere between -3 and 10 degrees. The bite will slow down significantly as high pressure starts to build. Downsizing your lures will be key. Friday, the 12th of December. Rating as slow. We're looking at classic post-frontal conditions with very cold temperatures between 0 and 6 degrees. Fish will likely have lockjaw. You'll need to be patient and present your bait perfectly to get a bite. Saturday, the 13th of December, will be slow but improving. The pressure will begin to stabilize. The morning will be tough, but you might find a decent evening bite as the fish start to recover from the weather whiplash. The day will see temperatures between -2 and 6 degrees with a chance of snow. Finally, Sunday, the 14th of December, should be average. A few days have passed since the front and the fish will begin to settle back into more predictable patterns. Temperatures will be between -3 and 5 degrees. Focus on those prime morning and evening windows for your best shot at success. And that's the breakdown for the week, my friends. It's a week of big changes, which means big opportunities if you time it right. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Get out there, be safe on the ice, and tight lines. And of course, if you enjoyed this forecast, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss an update. I want to hear from you in the comments. What are your plans for the week? Did you get out last weekend? Share your stories and observations. We'll see you out on the ice.